Hey guys, welcome to the next episode in the All-Regen Liverpool reviews. And as you can see, yes, we have won the league. Indeed, we have. And it was pretty, I wouldn't say it was easy, but we won it with somewhat substantial ease. As you can see, 9 points clear of second place Tottenham there. Third place Arsenal further back, and then we've got a clutch of teams. Oh, sorry, a clutch of two rather, on 80 points now, of course, being City and Chelsea. But fair play to Leicester, who I've criticised in the past. I think in one of the descriptions of a previous video, I said, "Well done to Leicester, 20 years of Premier League mediocrity." But to be fair, they've done quite well. Not to mention the fact that they've won a few cups along the way. They've actually come sixth now and doing rather well. Wolves in seventh, yet again, they seem to be pressing along very nicely. Huddersfield in eighth, Manchester United, very mid-table team now. Simple as that. Very mid-table. In ninth, West Brom in tenth, and so on and so forth. Newcastle, for reasons I don't understand, got relegated. Peterborough and Millwall. So, how did we get on then? Actually, show me some transfers first, because a lot of shit's gone on. Well, sort of. Lee Barton has gone. He will be going, and I will explain why, at least in a few moments' time. So obviously we've gone over a few of these. We'll know about Carlos Alberto. Now these are a few transfers I'm going to bring in over the summer. First one, again, I always go for youngsters nowadays. I don't really, unless it's a big signing, I usually do keep for youngsters. But here we go. These are the first one here. This is Alfredo Muyo, I think is how you pronounce this. I think I had to look this one up. He's only 19, but his report says, once again, we have a right back here, potentially 4 stars, very similar to Kadane, who is a 4-star, or at least was for a period of time, 4-star right back in terms of potential. This is Daniel Ferret, who, of course, has a fairly similar name to one of my better signings, that of course David Ferretti. Coach report, again, 4 stars as a centre midfielder. Could be good. Potential replacement there for Ion Galan, or Galan. Still don't know how you pronounce his name. Maybe Florian Meyer. So he's good. He's only 16. And finally we have here Emmanuel Groppi, or Groupie. I'm going to say Groppi because Groupie sounds weird. Another centre-back. I realise I don't particularly need centre-backs, but Jürgen Schuger isn't going to go on forever. Goller is a little bit touchy with his maybe wants to stay and stuff. He is now. I'm getting to that point now where certain players want a new challenge. But to be fair, Goller doesn't actually take a lot of persuading. He's only 26, so I imagine I'm not going to have to keep him for much longer. But to be fair, it didn't take a lot of persuading to stop him say please stay. What you're looking at here currently is the World Cup thing here. Now I'm going to go over this in a moment. So you play Northern Ireland. I will come back to this in a few moments' time. However, I'm just going to go over the fixtures and finish off this Liverpool thing. So let's go back to where we were. So here we are in February. We beat Newcastle 4-0. In case you knew that. Of course, that's the wrong one. I'm just trying to figure out where we last left off. So Chelsea, I think, was the big game here, and we won here. It was Phil Knight yet again getting his goal, as he does, always scores against us. Landry Torre and a Van der Poel own goal there, getting the points to us now, where we lost, I think, for the first time, in the league, to Man City. Look at the time on that. And it would be Ponce to score. I think it might be Ponce, but there's no accent, so I don't know. But Ponce, I'm going to call him Ponce, because he's a fucking Ponce. 97 minutes. I really don't know. I mean, there's no injuries. Like, if there's an injury, I'd say, but I could not for the life of me understand why there was 97 minutes. I was going mental at this point. I think there was at the time it was maybe 4 minutes, and I was like, ref, come on, ref, come on. I was willing it on. It just wouldn't blow the bloody whistle for I think there was an injury, but there must have been, because I can't remember exactly, but there must have been some sort of injury, because there's no reason for 7 minutes of added time. However, we bounced back on the other side of Manchester and beat Man United 3-0 in the FA Cup 5th round. Torre with 2 goals there. He is an absolute machine, is that guy. We then played FC Basel. What the hell just happened there? Okay, hang on. Let's get back to it. I think it's jumped up a bit there. Hang on. FC Basel in the knockout round in the Champions League. Mendiola with 2 penalties, getting himself a hat-trick. It was very confusing because it really was like a weird game, this one, because they had two players sent off. This guy, as you can see, yeah, he was responsible for the penalty. That guy wasn't the one who fouled the player. Hang on, let me show you. I'm gonna have to show you this one because will it show the instance? If not, I'll just rewind it. As you can see, he's already been booked. He complained to the ref, like the way certain players go. He's adamant it wasn't a penalty. There we go. Yeah, watch this now. So bear in mind, we're not looking. We're looking for a guy. I think he's called Haddy or Hagley or something. So just keep an eye on it. So Rogalski's going to chuck this one in now. See, okay, so the foul was by Tischhauser, but he hadn't got sent off. I think he complained to the ref, and yeah, he's getting taken off as well. I like to think they're having a conversation here. He's very angry, and he's taking him off as well. But yeah, Mendiola obviously took up here and stuck the penalty away very nicely. Shows watch that. Yeah, of course, let's do it. So that's 4-0. Obviously, a hat trick for Luis Mendiola. Obviously, we returned the favour there at home with a nice 3-0 win there. Curtis Cass getting 2 goals. He is very much so a very good prodigy. A great game here against Blackburn. Mendiola should have had a hat trick. We got 2 penalties again. I don't know why we keep getting so many penalties. I think it was slowly turning into Manchester United. But it was 3-0, as you can see here. 4 was put in, it was game over. And this guy, Paddy Fitzpatrick, who's actually scored fair few against me. He's actually a decent little player, this guy. He scored 2, and I was bricking it for most of this game. Then we played City, as you see there, in the FA Cup 6th round. It was a tight and tense game, but Ian Gallant with the only goal. And we lost to Leicester. Now, this is, of course, I may have underestimated Leicester here, but they were just better than us on the day. The defence, I mean, to be honest, up front, they were okay. The defence had a shocker, though. They were poor, and I think this might have been the reason why I got pissy with Lee Barton, because he had a shock. Was it? I can't remember. I can't exactly remember. We played Tottenham, and we've had so many classics against Tottenham in the Champions League over the last few years. Great game here. As you say, they only had the one shot on target, which turned out to be Brewster Bent's goal. But there, in the 91st minute, Landry Toure putting us in the lead. Then we played another North London club here. That is Arsenal. This one here, yeah. As you can see, now he didn't particularly impress against Leicester, but this was just another one. I think that this was the reason why he got pissed. I fined him for it, and he didn't back down. So occasionally you just find out, if you find a player. And his average rating actually, like for the last 5 games, was like 7.1. Watch this. He just dropped it over the line. We're gonna. Tell you what, we'll put it into 3D. It'll probably require more loading, but whatever. Is it going to load? There you go. Let's put it into 3D here. Or TV. But as I say, he didn't do well against Leicester. And it got to that point, it's like, he's a fan favourite, but for no good reason. He's shit. No, I mean, seriously though, he was not good enough. I think his ability thing was like 2.5 to 3 stars, which at this level is not good enough. I mean, I stuck with Ramirez because he was far more consistent. He was about the same, maybe a little better, but Barton was nowhere near as consistent as Ramirez. He'd have howlers like that. Don't get me wrong, Ramirez did as well, but let's slow it down here. Let's rewind. Okay, we're going to have a look for another angle here. This is editing right here. Like getting. You can't really see it from that one. Let's try. Okay, let's try the director cam. Okay, so he throws it in. Cardano is a slight deflection, but I thought he did. It looks like he drops it, but he didn't. In fact, just throws his body in the way, which is stupid. So yeah, that was annoying. So he gave that away. And then we where are we? So that was that, and then we lost, in fact, to Tottenham. We got battered in this game, and Johnny Jules, I can't say this guy's name, French names, who was actually in reserves there for some reason. 94th minute winner, and I think at that point we were already out because no, it wasn't. It was going to extra time. Sorry, I beg your pardon. It was going to extra time, and then Julot popped up with a fucking 94th minute winner. We were crap on this game. No, we had no response. And I see a bit of a slight blip going on here. 2-2 against Newcastle. Um, Again, not that great. Although at this point, I should point out I was playing because at this point I did not want to play Lee Barton. He wasn't in any state to play. I had to play my 18-year-old guy called Robinson Marin, who I've probably talked about before. He has 4-star potential though, so it's currently 2-star, so he's not that far off Lee Barton. It's not as if he's crap. So, he has good potential. Trombetta was not that great here. Curtis Cass, I don't know why I threw him. I think I underestimated Newcastle there because they were doing terribly, so I was like, oh, I'll throw it in. And then it was 1-1 against United. Again, not a great game. Marin did alright, to be fair. It wasn't a particularly bad game for anyone. I mean, Torre was a bit off that day. As you can see, we're sort of, again, I do this thing where we build up enough of a lead, and then we just sort of stumble and crawl over the line. But we regained it again. It was on a bit of a bad form at this moment, but we regained it for the FA Cup. I think I think I did it. Yeah, I did a team meeting after that for the FA Cup semi-final, and Lizio got 2 goals there, as well as an own goal, which sealed it. And then after I think the team meeting really did work. To be honest, we battered Everton 4-1. Not much to it there. Spadaro and Victor on the score sheet, and then I think at this point I'd already won the league, so I think I was prepared. Yeah, I'd already won the league, so I didn't really try in this. I kind of just threw it on our half-assed team full of youngsters just to give them experience, basically. And Cass with a goal there, as you can see. As I say, I'd already won the league. That there was a game, I think, after I won the Everton game. What the fuck? After the Everton game, I think Tottenham had to play someone and they couldn't win, so basically it meant we won. And then, of all teams, we played Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup final and won. Yet again, not the best game in the world. It was crap. Okay, it was a crap game, actually. Ion Galan, again, with the winner in the early stages. They really didn't turn up, but then again, neither did Liverpool, all amazingly well. Andrew Torre got man of the match for some reason. He was a bit of a pest. Jugenschug was a little bit off, but it didn't really matter at the end of the day. Nottingham Forest really didn't offer anything. And the final game there, we played Birmingham 3-1 and won. So there you go. That is how that looks. So this is the Premier League. So it was a double for us there, FA Cup and the Premier League yet again. That is, I say, over 100 goals. Not the best goals against. There you see Tottenham were slightly better than us, but overall our goal difference was better, which I guess I can't complain. In terms of stats then, play stats, Landry Torre finishing second, Fabian Coolin again, who's fucking ridiculous, 33 goals. I don't know how the hell Torre had a better average rating than him, but he did. Lopez there, who may be going. I don't really want him to go because he's been absolutely incredible this season. Feels time's running out for his man. Mate, I said I will sell you in the fucking end of the season. So we've got all this transfer window. I have 2 months to sell you. Screw you. As you can see, wants a new challenge. Don't really want to let him go, but I'm probably going to really extortiate the fee. I'm going to ask for 50 million or something for him because that's what he's worth. He's been brilliant. Manchester and Coolin absolutely on the way with the man of the matches. Vasov's really evolved now into a very good player. I think I may have mentioned before, but he's really good now. Had a shaky start, but he's really good. He's a good left back. Him and Martin are really good in that pair. So yeah, Torre, bit of a new darling, I suppose. Let's have a look then at the whole squad thing. Let's have a look at the goals. I think I was looking for penalties. I could not find a good penalty taker. But as you see, Torre overall, with including ultra competitions there, with 31 goals. No, that's double what Mendiola got there with 14. Rogalski with 12. Cass, I'm not being funny, 11 goals. 18 years old. Can't complain, His potential is 3-star, which isn't bad at all. And you know what? I just kept hold of him, since he scored that 5-goal barrage against Oxford. I just kept him in the team. Now there is one player that is, of course, missing from this that I've mentioned. That is Trevor Sadler. He is finally finished. As you can see, happy to see out the remainder. He is retiring 12th of the 7th, so that is just under a month's time. He barely played. To be fair, he had his moments, but I think once you get the message from the staff that say such and such a player is past his peak, it's really not worth playing them. Give them a go. Oh, actually, no, I wouldn't say give them a go. Don't put them in your squad. unless you have room for them, then don't throw them in your squad. Pointless. I mean, he's been brilliant. I mean, probably the best regen signing I've ever had. Trevor Sadler, I think that's fair to say. I mean, look at that, 200 caps for England. No one's even ever come close to that. I think that's double pretty much David Beckham. I'm pretty sure, yeah. And 72 goals. That's from midfield. That's impressive. That's more than impressive. So yeah, he's been here pretty almost from the start, really. I mean, 2016. That was 2016. That January time, like when I started picking the series up again. January, February. He's still here. It's August, and he's still here. And I mean, I think what made him the best signing. I mean, a few people might go, "Oh, what about Fredinho? What about Goetz? What about Gallan there? What about whoever?" The difference there, I paid £1.5 million for him from Southampton. If that's not the bargain of the millennium, then I don't want to talk to you. I mean, okay. I mean, you think, okay, his goals were absolutely incredible in the league. I mean, you know, he's a winger. Wingers don't get 20 goals. I mean, okay, maybe the odd one does, but you know, I mean, okay. Actually, well, to be fair, in the league, I'm talking about him. I mean, let's pick a random season. I think this was around the time where we started to really see things here. This was when he started really to come into the team, 2020. But obviously, he's been around the team for quite a while. 11 goals that season, 15, 10, 12, 10, 18, 20. There you go. He got 20 in 2007, 2027, 2028, as well as 18 assists. You know, and you know, he was just brilliant. He really is fantastic. So I will be offering him some sort of job, probably. But yeah, probably the best regen I've ever had in terms of just all-round player. You know, for assists, for goals, for professionalism, for loyalty, for consistency. I mean, I don't think I've ever. I think I might have found him like once in like 20 years. Now, for me, who demands perfection every game, who demands that you get a 10 rating every game, I realise that's unrealistic, but why not aim that high? Considering that I only had to find him once, I might have even done that, to be honest. I think I may have warned him, but well, I don't count warning. I don't think I've ever actually found him. I've warned him maybe once or twice, but I don't think I've found him. That's phenomenal. So, also, Michael Owen is now the Tottenham manager. That happened midway through the season. I don't know what the fuck happened here. Oh, I know what happened here. Hang on. I do know now. It's just come back to me. Man City, the manager there is now Paul Rowland, who was the Tottenham manager, who got them back up into the realms of respectability. So let's go past managers here. Michael Owen got sacked. They weren't doing that well. I don't know why they sacked them, but I mean, they weren't horrendous. Like they were fifth. It's not bad. They've been in worse positions over the years. So they sacked him. They got Rowland off Tottenham. Again, just displaying ridiculous amounts of loyalty. And Michael Owen, obviously, it's not to do with Owen here. This is all Paul Rowland there, the regen, buggering off to City. I don't know why he did that. So, as I say, he brought them to the title. They were really doing well again. And then he decided he wants to go to City. I have no idea. So Michael Owen's now the Tottenham manager. Rowland is now the City manager. Higuain is still the Arsenal manager, but I'm not sure for how much longer. The Chelsea manager is Ibrahim Afellay still, who is not doing that great, but what can you do? And let's show you a few of the managers here whilst we're still here. Tom Kearney, who's done a pretty decent job at Leicester. Wolves manager does like to change every so often, but it's now a guy called Ross Jenkins. Let's see, who does he play? I don't know if you're familiar with him or not. If you are, very good. He obviously real since he has a picture. He's only young. Newcastle. Yeah, I think he's a Newcastle player maybe, or Blackburn, Brighton, Hove Albion. If you're a supporter of one of those clubs, maybe you recognise him. He's now the Wolves manager, and a pretty decent manager at that, to be fair to him. He's done well with them. The Huddersfield manager, who is, of course, have had many iterations, is now Jack Rodwell, who's done quite well. Of course, now a City player. Now, 9th Manchester United. I'll just go over the top 10 here. Luke Daniels, as I say, he's like the Roy Hodgson, and not in the fact that he's a completely overrated manager, who has probably got some talent but never put it to good use. And finally, West Brom, since these are quite the prominent teams. Oliver Platt, who's a Turkish regen. I can't say. I think he used to play. Who did he play for? I think he played for. I recognise his name. Oh, that's right. Yes, he. Where is he? He was the Everton manager for a bit. I recognise his name. I think I may have played him against him once or twice when he was at Ipswich when they got into the Premier League for a little bit. So yeah, West Brom. Look at that. Absolute Zigzag. And finally, let's do Nottingham Forest since they got to the final. Nottingham Forest is a guy called Alex Sterry, who I can't say no. Very up and down there for Nottingham Forest, but it's good to see them back. So yeah, that's just a very odd little interlusion there. Now, I will leave it there. So just to separate the video so I don't get all confused and stuff, I'm going to make another video now about how I'm going to do this England thing. So I'm going to do a live commentary for the World Cup 2030. We're going to have a spin-off series now, if you will. This is the All England Regen series, and it's going to be the World Cup. I will do another video. I'm probably going to upload it after this one. So this. Oh, by the way, this is also the 100th Liverpool video I've done in Football Manager 2012. So that's really good. Thanks for all the support watching. I know you guys really enjoy it, and I'm 99.99% sure I'm going to go back to Liverpool again. As a one series. I'm going to have several series, but Liverpool will be one series that I'm probably going to build up again and get a whole new batch of regens in and do it all over again in FM13. So yeah, thanks for the support there. I appreciate every view, like, favourite, whatever I get. And yeah, so I'm going to make this England video, and I will make it'll be an intro video, and then we'll have the first game against Northern Ireland. I want to introduce you to, obviously, I mean, I know you're familiar with some of the England players already, but I really want to give you a sense of the whole squad before, it's the worst thing in the world when you're watching a Football Manager game, you don't know who the players are. So yeah, I'll do like a big intro session on that. It's not really big, it'll probably be about 20 minutes or so. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you for that England series then. So we're going to take a break from Liverpool now and go to England. See you then.